Hey, what's going on, chess lovers? This is Maurice Bishop Chess. Y'all know my slogan: life is a game of chess. Hey guys, I want to share with y'all, a game that I played against the Women International Master, Fiona. I know a lot of y'all may know about Fiona, through the Twitch streams and, on YouTube when she be playing against Ginger GM, which is Simon Williams. She does a lot of YouTube streams, but I think she do a lot of Twitch stream and everything. A very, I would say a strong player, very strong player. I actually beat her the first game. This was my first time actually playing her. I did play her on the first game. I won, and then the second game she won, but I think she beat me on time. But I'm gonna show you both of those games. All right, even when I lost. All right, so let's get it cracking. All right, so she plays e4, I play d6, knight c3, e5, d4, and then knight b d7. All right, she goes bishop e3, I go c6, knight f3, queen c7, bishop e2, and then h6. You already know when I go h6, I'm preventing the knight and the bishop from getting to the g5 square, but also, I get ready to go g7 and g5 for that king side attack. Y'all already know how I do. For a lot of y'all that watch my Black Lion games, y'all already know how it goes. Queen d2, knight f6. She actually castles king side, and I go bishop e7. Rook d1, and I know she's just trying to get the d file and all. Not a problem. I still go g5. Notice that I do not push this c5 pawn because I do not want the knight to get to the d5 square or the b5 square. So I try to prevent all that. So I always keep the pawn on c6. H3 is played. I go knight f8 because I want to go knight g6, sometimes knight f4, and sometimes knight h4. It depends on the position. Knight h2. She just prevented me from doing the g4 push pawn. Prevented me from doing that. That's what a lot of people do. I just go knight g6, going with my plan. She takes the pawn. I take. I'm still loving my position because this pawn on c6 is like, is staying here, and the knight is still not going to be able to get to none of these squares, the d5 or the b5 square. So I'm still happy with the position. She goes knight b5, and a lot of times most people will go h5, but that's not what you want to do. You just immediately just want to take off the knight on g4. When she takes, I go knight capture g4, she takes, and then knight f4. Again, I am still happy with this position. Then I could threat some moves like h5, is looking pretty good for me. She takes off the knight, and I take on g captures f4. Again, because she has this double pawns, I do have some g files open up. I could do that, or maybe h5. She goes f3. Now the problem with the f3 move is now she creates some dark square weaknesses in her squares, and the fact that she doesn't have a dark square bishop, which is gonna definitely it's not gonna be very good for her. So as soon as she went there, I immediately went bishop c5 check. King h1, I go queen e7. I am threatening queen h4 checkmate. Queen e1, and I immediately go h5 because again I'm still threatening some some mating patterns after h5 if she decides to take. Rook captures h5 check, and then the game is going to pretty much be over. She goes g5, and then I just immediately go queen captures g5. Knight a4 is played because she knows how strong this dark square bishop is, which is why she goes knight a4, and then I just go bishop e3 to keep the pressure on. That's one thing y'all need to understand. If you're going to do when you have the bishop out, especially you have an active piece that's really putting the pressure on your opponent, you want to make sure you keep that active piece and make sure it doesn't get taken. So rook d3 is played. And I'm not really too worried about this because if she does take the bishop, then I'll just be a rook up, and then at the same time, guys, I still have this h4 h3 moves as well. which I go h4. She takes, I take, knight c5 is played, and then I just go h3, threatening checkmate. G3 is played, and then I castle queenside. Number one, I'm defending the pawn on b7, but also, guys, I do have some moves like rook d2 coming. It's looking pretty nice. So knight d3 is played because she wants to make sure that I do not, you know, get to the second rank with the rook, which is what her plan was. I just go f6 just to put more control on the pawn on e5. I kind of already figured that this pawn may be lost, but also another thing I was thinking about, if for some reason like moves like f4, I do have queen g6 where this pawn would potentially be weak, but even if he does take the pawn, I will be able to take the pawn on g3, and the g file is open, and again, it's still going to be pretty scary for her position. Rook g1, you know, again defending the g pawn. You know, that's what she's trying to do. I go queen h5, threatening queen catches f3. But also, I'm also thinking about stuff like you know, h2, or maybe just going rook g8. You know, certain positions like that. King h2 is played to prevent me from pushing the pawn up. So I just go queen captures f3, which I think she blundered on that part, because I think the best move probably would have been taking the pawn, if I'm not mistaken, and I thought that would have been better. And then h2, which was my initial plan. Rook g2, and then king b8, you know, defending the pawn on a7. All right, but again, this still looks pretty good for black, because I'm still a rook up. I can still threat queen h3, and then rook g8, which is another plan of mine as well. All right, so let's get back to it. All right, so queen h5, king h2, queen catches f3, queen f3, and then I just go queen captures e4. Queen e2, I go f5. Rook d1, I go f4. Again, this is just nasty, guys. Very, very nasty stuff, man. She checks me, king b8, still not an issue. She takes, and I just go rook g8. And the whole point of rook g8, guys, I'm hitting the queen, and then also, guys, I'm threatening rook g2. It's really nothing that she could do. Queen e2, rook g2 check. King h1, and then I get the rook captures e2 with a check, with a discover check, as you can see, and then I just take the rook off. King h2, and then queen g2 is checkmate. Simple as that. Pretty crazy game, guys. You know, this was, you know, crazy, and I think I played it pretty well. I had like one inaccuracy, I had 2 mistakes. But you know, I mean, it is what it is. But I still played good. I had a 94.3% accuracy, which was still good. You know, I played as Black Lion, man. I love playing it. But now I'm gonna show y'all what happened when I lost. Hold on, guys. Let me go back. Guys, I was just on here. Did I not just... Alright. So we got this one. Here we go. Alright, so this one. So the crazy part, guys, in this game, I was actually winning, but she just pretty much beat me on time. This one I didn't play too well at this one, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. I literally thought she was about to play the Black Lion, but she didn't. She played this f5 thing. I took bishop d3, knight f6, and then bishop g5. I don't really know this opening as well, as far as what she was playing. So I just went knight e2, bishop e7, queen d2. She castle, I castle queenside, uh, knight f d5, and I go knight f4. I wasn't worried about her trying to win a pawn because again I just wanted the h file open, you know, and that's really all I wanted. In which she actually did take, which was like the crazy part. And then I just went g3, and another thing was provoking her to take on then on f4, so I could take with the g pawn, so I could open up the g file as well. So I would have had to open g file and h file in my position, which is what I was trying to do. But she actually takes. I go queen capture c3, queen f6, and then I go h2. I'm just getting ready to go rook d to h1, bishop e6, rook h1, at h6, and then I go knight h5. She goes queen g5, I go f4. Queen g6 is played, and then I just go bishop c4 check, which, to be honest with you, I didn't really like that move. Let me go. I just want to go to analysis one, guys. So actually, let's see. Queen g5. So I should have played. So I did blunder that one. So I should have take and then bishop c4. Or maybe not bishop. Oh, I'm sorry, not bishop c4. Wait a minute. What was the whole blunder? Knight catches d5. If she takes. Cause okay, wait a minute. I really did miss that. Yeah, guys, I literally missed a free piece. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. I missed a free piece. I don't know why I did that. I missed a whole free piece. Literally a free piece. I don't know what the heck. Yeah. So I played sucky this one. Alright, so I went g3, she takes, I take, queen f6, h2, rook h1, knight h5, queen g5, f4, g6, and then bishop c4. Now, the move that I thought I should have played was g4. And I don't know why I didn't do that. Because the whole point of this, if she would have played this, I would have played bishop b2. I would have trapped the queen. Well, I wouldn't trap the queen. I wouldn't have trapped the queen. Queen g6. This would have been a lot better. I thought this would have been a better move because with bishop f3, I'm hitting the pawn, but also I'm threatening rook g2, which is very devastating. This would have been an awesome move, but I actually messed that up. But yeah, I definitely messed that up, guys. But yeah, bishop c4 is what I played. I go d5, he takes, bishop d3, g4, and again I dropped the rook. I was just playing bad. I don't know what the heck, but I just took, and then rook g1, knight g3, knight catches e4 because I pretty much won back a piece because she pretty much dropped that. So as she took, I take, and then rook catches g6 check. I don't know what was going on with me. I don't know why I didn't. Oh, I know why, because we was running out of time. That's why. Our time was this was when we was like in time trouble for real. That's the only reason why we was running out of time, and I was trying to do hurry up like real quick. She was at 2 seconds, I was at 8 seconds, and then once I took, that was it. So yeah, so that's really how she won. She got me on time, but she played it very well. I mean, she made a lot of mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes myself. So yeah, she was at 50% and I was at 20. Like I played horrible that game. But the first one, because she played something that I just knew very well, the Black Lion. It's very rare I'm a really like make a mistake playing a Black Lion. You know, like I know that opening very, very well. So it's really nothing that, you know, she could have done with that though. Like you can't surpass me. You can play all the tricks in the book with the Black Lion. I know it pretty well. That's why I still play the Black Lion. You know, that is definitely one of my strong openings. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy this video. I know it's been a long time coming. You know, I haven't posted in a while, but I definitely wanted to show y'all. You know, I still got it. You know what I mean? I still managed to beat the Women International Master Fiona, you know, in a chess game, you know, playing the Black Lion. You know, it was just crazy though. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, make sure you like, share, comment, let me know what you think. And also, guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Alright, guys, peace.